Lesson 4.5, Box and Whisker Plots. Our target today is I can make, read, and interpret box and whisker plots. And you're wondering, what is a box and whisker plot? Well, let's find out. We're going to start with 5-number summaries. 5-number summary is exactly what it sounds like. It is a set of 5 numbers that summarize a set of data. This describes the spread of numbers in a data set. The 5-number summary divides the data into 4 quartiles. Each section represents 25% of the data. We know 25% equals what fraction? 1/4. 1/4, which is also called a quarter. 4 quartiles is 4 quarters. 5-number summary divides up your data into 4 quarters. There's 2 quartiles that we call quartiles. There's the first and the third ones. The first quartile is the median of the lower half of the set of data, and the third quartile is the median of the upper half. So think of them as the first quartile being in the middle of the bottom half, and the third quartile is the middle of the top half. So 1/4 and 3/4, basically, if you're looking at a fraction bar. The interquartile range is the range of the middle half. That is the distance between the first quartile and the third quartile. So if we're looking at that fraction bar again, then it would be from 1/4 to 3/4, and that's the middle half of the data. It can be found by subtracting Q3 to Q1. And finally, the thing we're dealing with itself, the box and whisker plot, which is a diagram used to display the 5-number summary of a data set. A box and whisker plot shows when groups of numbers are clustered together or spaced out in a set of data. It's just another graph to show a set of data in a different way. So let's look at this. We have our 5-number summary here. We have the minimum, which is the smallest number. We know what the minimum is. We've been using those to find the range. We've got the quartile 1, which is the middle of the lower half. We've got the median, which we've found before, which is the middle number. The quartile 3, which is the middle of the lower half. And the maximum, the largest number. And each of these sections represents 25% of the set of data. Each section or quartile represents 25% of the data. So this right here, this number right here is our quartile 3, and this one right here is our quartile 2. Quartile 1, sorry, my mistake. So let's find the 5-number summary of this data set. We've got 12, 14, 19, 20, 24, 24, 28, and 30. Let's find each of these. We'll start with the median, which is the number in the middle. Now, we have 2 medians, which means that we need to find our median of our median. We'll add 20 and 24, get 44, divide that by 2 to get 22. Remember that when you have 2 numbers that both can qualify as a median, you find the mean of those 2 median numbers to find your true median. All right, we've got our median. That's our middle. Now let's find our quartile 1. Now we're going to find the median of the lower half of numbers. So take those first 4 numbers, 12, 14, 19, and 20, and we're going to find the median of those numbers. And again, we have 2 middle numbers. We've got 14 and 19, so we need to find the mean of those 2 numbers. 14 plus 19 is 33. Yes, 33. And 33 divided by 2 is 16.5. That is our quartile 1. That is the number in the middle of our lower half, our first quarter number. Quartile 3, same thing, only at the top. 24, 24, 28, and 30. We need to find the median of those numbers, crossing out things. And again, we are left with 24 and 28, which when we add together, we get 52. We divide 52 by 2 because there's 2 of them, and we get 26 is our quartile 3. Now all we have left is the minimum and maximum, and we know how to find those. The minimum, of course, is the smallest number in the data set, which is 12, and the maximum is the largest number in the data set, which is 30. So now we have our 5-number summary: 12, 16.5, 22, 26, and 30. Let's do another one. We'll find our 5-number summary, but this one's different because this one we have to put the numbers in order. make sure that the numbers are in order from smallest to biggest whenever you're dealing with these things. Whenever you have given a set of numbers, put them in order from smallest to biggest. 5, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10. Let us find our 5-number summary. Let's find the median of the set of numbers. In this case, it is 9. And we don't have to find the mean of 2 because there's an odd number of numbers. Now let's find the median, or the middle of the lower half. Now here's something really important. When you're finding quartile 1 and quartile 3, do not include the median if there is a single median. If I were to go back here, when we were finding our quartile 1, we included the 20 because it was part of the lower half. We split the numbers in half, and this is the lower half, and this is the bigger half for quartile 3. When we do this here, we are not including the median. We do not include the median here. We just pick the numbers below it. When there is an odd number of numbers, do not include the median in your quartile ranges. So, find the median of the lower half of numbers. And again, we have 2 medians there. We need to find the mean of them. 6 plus 8 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. Our median there is 7 for quartile 1. Our quartile 2, same thing, not taking the median, the regular median of the set of numbers, but finding the median of the upper half. And we end up with 2 numbers. 9 plus 10 is 19, divided by 2 is 9.5. Then all we need is the minimum and maximum, and we know how to find those. The minimum is the smallest number in the data set, which is 5, and the maximum is the largest number in the data set, which is 10.